Good evening. My name is Puns and Roses. I am joined by Ophelia Mellons, and we are your announcers on the internet for this fun, exciting bout between the High Rollers and the Break Neck Betties.
Very exciting indeed. At our season opener, it had been 735 days since the last roller derby. As of today, it's been 29 days since the last roller derby bout these teams played. And in that season opener, we did see the Break Neck Betties lose to the Guns N' Rollers, and we saw the High Rollers lose to the Heartless Heathers. So this matchup is really going to give us a good triangulation to see what's going on this season.
One team does not want to end up in the doghouse, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, both teams don't want to end up there, but you know. All right, we have Beyond Thunderdame in the green. That is Lauren Much in the red. Thunderdame quickly grabs a lead jammer. Much has one to beat. Grim Carey not able to contain Lauren Much. Oh, nice work from Thunderdame. There's the call off.
All 4 points on that one. The wall of the Betties came to a crumble on that inside line on that second pass. So we got 10 points on the board for the High Rollers.
And we have our first official timeout.
And our official timeouts are, of course, our Welcome to PDX timeouts. This is brought to you by Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. Thank you, Deb Counts Tabor.
All right, and we are back to the action because you all are here for roller derby, not official timeouts.
Ah, well, they adjusted the points.
Ah, there we go. Okay, we have Polywana Cracker in the green, and I'm thinking that's Danger Potato in the red.
Polly, you want a cracker in green, you're right there.
Yep. Oh, Polly picks up lead jammer. Nicely done. Danger Potato pushed to the outside by Brute. Back in, getting some offensive help. That is Simonis with the offensive help. Oh, Polly threw on a scoring pass. One to beat for Danger Potato. Brute not giving up that easily, that's for sure. Brute pulled that all the way to the end.
And a nice strong wall of Betties holding up on turn 3, forcing Polly to the outside, grabbing just a couple more points there. 6 more points on the board there for the High Rollers.
10-0 and an early lead for the Rollers. Next up, we have Trinity in the green, and that is in the red. Stomps, I believe. Yes, Stomps. Ripley holding the outside edge against Trinity. Alicia Nisbet-Smith and Swagatha shutting down Stomps. Oh, Gallifrey. Great awareness. Trinity was almost out, and then Gallifrey just teleported out of nowhere.
Yeah, a lot of fast twitch muscle there. Great reaction time.
Yes.
Always moving the feet.
And there's the force out and recycle by Alicia Nisbet-Smith. And Stomps getting some offensive help from Bertha Beatdown. Bertha Beatdown transitioning back to defense now. And here comes Link looking to provide some offense for Trinity.
Over 45 seconds to lead jammer, and that's going to be Stomps. First lead jam for the Betties this game.
Trinity about a quarter lap behind. Stomps coming in. Oh, gets the call off. Grabbed 3 points. 3-0 for the Betties.
Kind of called it off before grabbing that last point was available there. I would love to give a big thank you to Holler. Next time you're in PDX, visit Holler, your new favorite sports bar and treat shop. That's going to be right here in Selwood. Thank you, Holler.
All right, next up we have Beyond Thunderdame back on the line against Lauren Much. Repeat of Jam 1. Thunderdame spinning on the outside edge. Lauren Much spinning as well. Toxic Haste and Brute great tag team, but they are not able to. Oh, yes! Thunder Dame sticks the landing on the apex jump.
Oh, calling the team forward there. Everyone joining together.
Burns a little time. Burns a little time. Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
Well, they've got a skater in the box, and they just burned off about 5 or 6 seconds of that penalty. Smart play.
Got 3 points up on the board in the last jam. Hey, Dame is now held much lead jammerless and scoreless out of 2 jams. I'll call that a huge victory.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because Lauren Much is kind of good.
She's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. All right, next up, again, we've got Danger Potato and Polly. Danger Potato looking for the outside edge. Polly looking for the inside. Ebenezer Bruise holding up on Danger Potato. Big offense from Fleur de Lethal, but not able to break that high rollers triangle at the back.
At least there's someone there to try and break up that tripod.
Yeah, Polly's just deep in the sad place right now. Oh, there's the offense coming in. Diana hits you off the penalty box, breaks Polly out. Gallifrey and company waiting at the back for Polly. Polly on the outside edge, clinging to that line.
There's a lot of good redundancy in that tripod that the Betties have, but the problem is as soon as Polly hit that wall, she had already picked up a couple points because they sort of absorbed her.
Yes. Nice offense from Swagatha. And again, Swagatha with the, beautiful force out recycle by Ripley.
A legend. Gonna get 3 more on the board there for the high rollers.
And our score is now 17-3 in favor of the high rollers. 5 jams in.
Thank you to Wild CBD sparkling waters and edible delights that enhance every moment.
Okay, next up we have Candy Flipper jamming for the Betties up against Crimson Wave. And Crimson Wave tiptoes on the outside edge. Barely kept the skates in, but that barely's good enough. And that is Raven Evergore heading to the penalty box. Oh, Simonis last line, and Crimson Wave is running into just a huge wall of Simonis.
Great support there from Bertha Beatdown. They buy some time for Simonis to do that thing.
And Candy Flippers pulled the star, looking for a pivot.
Oh, okay.
That would be Simonis, who's currently
doing other stuff.
Yes.
And Raven Evergore was serving time in the penalty box. That was a forearms penalty. Already standing, but looks like the Betties are going to start the next jam. 1 blocker. Nope.
2 blockers.
Oh, no, Raven
has
been released, so 1 blocker down. 8 points that last jam, holding the Betties scoreless in the last 3 consecutive jams.
And once again, we have Beyond Thunder Dame and Lauren Much. I feel like we're going to see this one a lot.
I love that.
Much looking for the outside lane.
Much could skate every single jam of the game if she needed to. Obviously, there's a lot of talent and no need for that. They can do a 3, 4, even a 5 jammer rotation. So much fitness.
And there's Beyond Thunder Dame grabbing lead jammer for, I believe, the 3rd straight time.
Correct.
Cruella and company waiting for Thunder Dame. Oh, nice work. Grim Carey opened a lane for Thunder Dame to grab those points.
A direction of play penalty being assessed there. That's Swagatha serving time in the Wild CBD penalty box. Thank you very much to S1 Helmets. Streaming broadcasts of RCR's 2022 games are brought to you by S1 Helmet Company.
Once again, Danger Potato and Polly. Polly working to the front. Oh, Danger Potato through, bounced off Brute, and went for it. Oh, Simonis tried but could not catch up to Polly. And we have a foot race. Pack's a little bit wild here. High Rollers are trying to move that pack forward.
Yeah, they got one in the box. They don't want to lose those points. Did she pick any up?
0-0. Wow. Great awareness by that High Rollers pack.
Potato picked up the first lead in the last 5 jams. And I'll call that a great defensive jam for the Betties.
All right, we have Trinity and Stomps again. I believe this is their second time up. Cruella holding down on Trinity at the back of that pack. Stomps looking for a lane. Nisbet Smith and company not letting that through. Fleur de Lethal trying to provide some offensive help, but
you're going to see Fleur de Lethal and also Juniper Simonis just being very dedicated to offense in the game tonight.
Stomps through is your lead jammer. Nisbet Smith telling Trinity to pull the star. Forearm penalty sends Ripley to the box. And forearm on Alicia Nisbet Smith.
That's going to create a great opportunity here for Stomps without Alicia in that wall. 4 points so far.
Stomps. That High Rollers defense is still pretty darn good. And Stomps is now stuck in the back of the pack, but on a second scoring pass. Meanwhile, Trinity is deep in the sad place up at the front of that pack.
Doing a good job of keep moving those feet forward, pushing. We're going to see Gallifrey drop back and hop on some offense. Good call.
And Trinity is now through on the initial. And Stomps through. Stomps calls that after picking up 8.
Hey, that's an 8-0 jam in favor of the Betties.
And they needed that. The score is now 28 for the High Rollers, 11 for the Betties.
Just a handful of penalties so far for each team. 4 for the High Rollers, 5 for the Betties so far.
And once again, Beyond Thunderdame and Lauren Much. Lauren Much looking for the outside, cuts back inside, but Thunderdame pushes through. Both jammers out. It is a foot race for the back of the pack.
Up the inside, the Betties grab one.
Nope. Thunderdame.
Ha-ha!
Oh, Betties did grab one. Thunderdame's call-off was not in time.
Dame is 4 for 4 and grabbing the lead jammer status over Lauren Much. That's not a jammer matchup I would switch up if I were the High Rollers.
No, definitely not.
But if I were the Betties, I might.
Yeah, it might be something to think about.
I don't know.
All right, Danger Potato and Polly. Danger Potato.
It's some momentum.
Through, but Polly fast on the heels. Danger Potato has to call that one again. Wow. Danger Potato did a great job finding a seam.
Those are not easy to come by. Thank you to Sizzle Pie, RCR's official pizza partner. Death to false pizza. Seriously, Sizzle Pie, solid pizza.
That is, yes. Big fan of Sizzle Pie. Next up, we have Candy Flipper and Crimson Wave. I've actually been sort of astounded by how stable the jammer matchups have been.
Mm-hmm. Those pairs are sticking. And Crimson picking up lead as she did in her previous jam against Candy.
Crimson Waves finds the outside edge. Oh, bounces inside nicely. Shell put a weld on coming up to playing some offense. Oh, nope. Oh, we have a jammer penalty, our first.
So that's going to be Candy Flipper.
Raven Evercore rides Crimson Wave out, drops back.
And that was a back block penalty. Seven points on the board there for Crimson, and the High Rollers bringing the score 12-35. And we're going to start off with a power jam for Dame.
First time we haven't seen a jammer, like the same jammer matchup.
That's right. It's going to be Candy again starting us off when they are released from the box.
Thunderdame one to beat, but that one is Gallifrey. Yeah. Oh, Gallifrey.
Gal's trying to find this hole there. Gets past Ebenezer, who we're glad to see back on the track, back on the West Coast.
Oh, nice work by Swagatha. Gave Dame just enough of a lane. And that is Candy Flipper back on the track, one to beat. Ebenezer Bruce not wanting to give up that initial pass. Took it just as far as possible. Great awareness.
Dame looking to buy time, looking to bring the Heathers forward, or excuse me, the High Rollers forward. Oh, Ripley doing a nice job trying to grab one at the end of that jam there, slow it down. Gets that jam called off a couple seconds earlier. 4 points there for Dame. Thank you to PBR. PBR is back, baby. Grab one to share, even if you're not here. They're like water.
Yeah.
Thank you, PBR.
Go to your fridge, grab one. Do it during a timeout, though, because we are back. Lauren Much, finds the inside lane. Probably want a cracker, not far behind. First lead jammer call for Lauren Much. Bounced off the back of
Wonder
Brute.
if they got around Brute. They're going to ask for confirmation here from the outside pack refs. Good call. That was so fast. You want to be sure.
It was so fast. It was so furious. It was 2 points. Bring our score to 14-39.
Nice jam there for Lauren Much.
Next up, we have Trinity in the green, Danger Potato in the red. 4-3 pack advantage for the High Rollers. Trinity looking to take advantage. Ripley just drops Trinity. Grim Carey coming up, playing some offense. Trinity with the tiptoe.
Those long legs.
Cruella, Civil Disobedience. Quickly moved to offense, but now have to go back to defense.
Danger Potato takes the star off. Gallifrey wearing the stripe is a little preoccupied.
Gallifrey looking for that handoff, and that was not the handoff.
There we are.
Oh, there we go. Ooh, was that a legal handoff?
Appears to be, and now a
high block
call
on Swagatha. That is a 6-point jam for the High Rollers, bring the score to 45-14.
Do you know a business that would benefit by promoting at Derby events and to RCR members? Email sponsorship at rosecityrollers.com or check out sponsorship on rosecityrollers.com.
And we have a team timeout. This team timeout by the Break Neck Betties. I think that's a good timeout for them. You know, you're down by 30 points. It's a little bit over halfway through the first half.
It's relatively low scoring in this first quarter of the game. They can look at a lot of victories at shutting down a lot of high caliber jammers on the High Rollers. And they're both missing a few folks tonight.
Do you know a young person dreaming of learning how to play derby? Check out our juniors camp on rosecityrollers.com. Skates, protective gear, and snacks included. And we are back to the Thunder Dame Lauren Much matchup.
Dame is 5 for 5 in the lead department.
Raven Evergore and company were looking for that inside lane to open up. Toxic Haste was able to deny that, but not for long. First time Thunder Dame has not gotten lead jammer, I believe. And Thunder Dame just picked up a track cut, I think. Somebody's signaling a track cut for somebody. Yes. So, High Rollers in some trouble here. They are down to 2 blockers.
Yikes. Here comes Lauren Much right on the inside against Brute. Brute cannot take up all 4 lanes.
Yeah, going one-on-one against Lauren Much, when Lauren Much has speed and momentum, that's not going to be a recipe for success.
Oh, some fun offense there by Juniper Simonis and Gallifrey, just kind of sandwiching the High Rollers defense.
Oh, it was nice for them. They were able to each pick off two skaters. Oh, Much gets low.
Lauren
Brewer
Much
takes a hit, but
takes a lead from the team. Lauren Much said, "Don't even let me try this time.
Yeah,
save yourselves."
I'm feeling like that timeout has worked out pretty well for the Betties. Much through again. We're up to 20 points on this jam.
Wow.
By far the biggest jam of the evening.
By far, I think the most points scored so far is 8. Yeehaw!
Well, we're up to 24 now.
Lauren Much, with the help of Team USA teammate Raven Evergore, sure doesn't hurt.
Yes. The Raven Evergore now out on a penalty. And Thunder Dame threw on the initial.
That's a scoring pass. 4 up there for the High Rollers, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. Wow, 3 more. Then we're going to... Okay, that's a 27-point jam for Lauren Much, and we have ourselves a 4-point game just like that.
Wow.
So, yes, you were correct. That was an initial pass for Dame. Wow.
41-45 now your score in favor of the High Rollers.
That was a good timeout. Okay.
I love momentum timeouts. Change the course of the game. Oh, there we go. Polly out fast, looking to drag this back in. Danger Potato looking for the handoff to Gallifrey. Swagathan Company.
I noticed the High Rollers really holding down the inside and outside lane as the Betties are trying to agitate from the middle. And
Grim carry heading to the penalty box.
That's another direction of gameplay penalty.
And there is the star pass. Gallifrey now the jammer of record.
That'll be the second time Gal has received the star. That one gets called off in time for 3 more points. Added to the High Rollers column as they hang on to that lead by a little bit.
Barely. Wow.
Thank you very much to Black Cat Plumbing, PDX's neighborhood plumbing company and proud sponsor of RCR since forever.
All right, next up we have Danger Potato and
Crimson
Wave. Danger Potato.
Didn't even lose any momentum, taking a little slide there.
Crimson Wave forced out and recycled. Raven Evergore, I think, got the force out but picked up a penalty on the way.
That would be another forearms penalty. Ho Chi Dan not very happy with Raven Evergore tonight.
Grim carry out of the box, coming up to play some offense for Crimson Wave.
Nice job at breaking up that front Betties 3 wall. Simonis again reforming, and boy, they just reinforce those walls. It's like multi-dimensional. You beat one and there's 2 more there all of a sudden. A lot of redundancy in their walls is the word I'm looking for.
Danger Potato grabs 4, calls that jam. And we are down to a 3-point game now, 48-45.
Hot diggity dog. High Rollers with a few more penalties than the Betties at this point in the game. I count 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 penalties.
To 9 for the Betties.
That certainly made an impact on Lauren Mutch's 27-point jam.
Oh, yeah. Candy Flipper and Trinity are your jammers. Candy Flipper up at the front.
Wow, look at those long steps as they dig in. Ripley holding down that tripod.
Civil Disobedience and company doing a great job back there.
Yeah, and that's going to be a direction of play penalty there.
Fleur de Lethal heading to the box. And now we've reversed positions. Oh, Ripley heading to the box. Betty's down to 2 blockers. And
still no lead.
Trinity
Here we
is
go.
through. And Candy Flipper has pulled the star, looking for Gallifrey.
Interestingly, now that the game is so close, the jammers for each team have been trading off who picks lead up for the last 6 jams. It has switched off.
That is interesting. Trinity with the call-off. Interesting choice on the call-off there. Candy Flipper still had not completed the initial. All right, we have Lauren Mutch and Polly are your jammers. Four-two pack advantage for the High Rollers. Mutch up at the front of the pack.
Simona's heading to the penalty box.
So that is now a 4-3 pack advantage. Oh, Raven Evergore force out and recycle on Polly. Long force out. Toxic Haste. Great work on Mutch. Mutch looked for an inside lane. That got shut down. Diana Hitchov, great work there. Diana Hitchov transfers to offense. Ripley, great work.
Not quite enough, though. Goes to the rope, but not over the rope.
I think Ripley thought that Polly was going out, but Polly, just great footwork there. Polly recycle, long recycle behind Raven Evergore. Mutch still stuck in, finally gets out after a minute.
Well, definitely call that one off.
Good 7-point jam for the High Rollers.
So I'm looking at these stats I'm taking, and we've had 19 jams, 20 jams so far, and every single jam, one team has had 0 points scored. Talk about, I keep checking to make sure that's right, but only one team has scored each jam.
That is fascinating.
Yeah.
Danger Potato and Crimson Wave. Danger Potato getting stuck on Alicia Nisbet-Smith. Fleur de Lethal playing some offense, trying to open up anything for Danger Potato.
This is kind of how I presume the season would look with some very high-level skaters distributed into the home teams. This 3-wall just grinding it out against a very talented jammer for both teams. And once in a while, you hope someone throws a pebble right in the way of that skateboard.
Yeah, that is. Corella coming up to playing some offense. Yeah, there's definitely some high-level skaters on both of these teams here.
And some legacy skaters that have been skating forever, like Ripley, or of course
Minstrel Psycho.
Rose City Rollers' own grandma. Okay, over a minute into this jam, no lead. We've completed about a half a lap.
Yeah, I mean, Crimson Wave's just stuck at the back of that pack.
Ripley makes a move there on Ebenezer Bruise, try and get that pack moving. Just not quite enough. All 4 High Rollers up at the top.
Betty's feeling confident enough that they're sending 2 blockers up. Oh, now
they're sending 2 to the penalty box there, punts.
Yeah, now they're in trouble because they are down to just 2 blockers. Of course, one of those is Gallifrey, who's single-handedly just sticking it to Crimson Wave.
I'm noticing a little leniency on the officials' parts for some calls tonight. Saw a skater making contact with a skater who was down. There's some interesting perspectives. All right, at the end of that, 0-0. Did we have a lead?
Yes, Crimson Wave was the lead.
Sweet.
And the bench immediately called for the call-off. I think they wanted to stick it with get a 4-2 start for Beyond Thunderdame.
Well, 3 leads in a row for the High Rollers. They maintain their lead and extend it 59-45, and I don't know if a timeout. Oh, we're doing an official review for the High Rollers.
After review, we felt that the High Rollers blocker allowed enough space for Red 1-8 to safely get off the floor. Therefore, there would not be any blocking a down skater called.
All right, there you go.
They have lost their official review.
So, yeah, they do not retain the official review, but there's only 2.5 minutes remaining in this first bout.
So we have, once again, Beyond Thunderdame and Lauren Much. 4-2 pack advantage, though. Oh, Thunderdame taking advantage. Much, though.
There goes Dame.
Great. Oh, great offensive work by the Betties to free Much almost immediately. And Dame had to call that.
But they lost one to the penalty box.
That is Doof Warrior heading to the box.
That's 2 scoreless jams in a row.
Are you supporting an RCR sponsor? Help us out. Post on social media and tag hashtag RCR sponsor. Oh, great.
Stomps there.
And Polly forced back by Gallifrey. 4-3 pack advantage now for the Betties. Polly once again forced out. Stomps getting offensive help. I believe that's Ripley.
Nice lateral movement there by the Betties in the rear of the pack, having Polly needing to reset. Takes a bounce off of Gal, moves to the inside.
Oh, Polly breaks out, and then Ripley just stuffs Polly.
40 seconds elapsed, no lead. Pack destruction there.
That allows Stomps through.
Stomps has picked up the first lead jammer in the last 5 jams for the Betties.
Oh, Stomps, big hit on Alicia Nisbet-Smith.
Another pack destruction call there being assessed on yet another high roller.
And there's the call off, 59-49, and we've got a timeout.
4 there for Stomps. Whew.
This is an official review being called by the High Rollers.
Let's check out with our head ref here.
This timeout is being used as an official review.
The refs don't like talking into the microphone, I don't think.
Yes.
They have other secret skills.
Are you enjoying the bout tonight? Don't forget to tag us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter with the hashtag @RoseCityRollers.
Hashtag.
Or with the handle
Pound sign.
Yeah. But if you're supporting a sponsor, hashtag RCR sponsor, you'll be entered to win a pair of VIP tickets to one of our games.
Like maybe you take a picture of yourself enjoying Secret Aardvark on everything that you eat.
Well, yeah, there you go.
The local made flavor that kicks you in the mouth. Thank you to Secret Aardvark. Okay.
And we have Danger Potato and Thunderdame as your jammers for what could be the last jam of this first half.
No resolution to that official review. I like it.
I think it might have just been used as a timeout.
It's possible. Ah, yes. Okay.
Toxic
Ooh.
Haste. Great work.
So much power in that little frame.
Oh, Simonis, though, picked up a penalty, but played just enough offense to break Danger Potato out. Simonis in the box now.
Haston Brute holding it down.
Oh, Danger Potato.
Oh, unobstructed pass.
And
for
now
Dame.
we have a jam that has points on both sides. Dame coming in. Oh, great work by Raven.
Raven.
But picked up a penalty.
Raven.
And that is a 4-3 jam. I believe that would be the first jam.
That's correct. This is the first jam that both teams have put points up on the board, and it is jam 24.
The last jam of the first half. I don't think there's going to be a timeout, so I think we're going to go to intermission 63-52 in favor of the High Rollers, who have maintained this lead throughout.
Wow. Okay, so at the end of our first period here, the High Rollers are leading by 11 points, 63-52. Pretty exciting.
Absolutely.
I do not know what's going to happen in the second half, so we'll be back in 14 minutes for the exciting conclusion of this second bout of 2022.
We will see you then.
That was an exciting first half. We ended up 63-52 with the High Rollers on top. I can tell you a few things by the numbers. The High Rollers have lead jammer 62% of the time. I can tell you the High Rollers have 18 penalties and the Break Neck Betties have 16. Most points scored in one jam is Lauren Much with 27 points, and that was in jam 16, and that changed everything because the Betties took a timeout in jam 15, and that just changed everything, Puns.
It did. It really did. I mean, that's over half of the Betty's points right there in that one jam. And there's Lauren Much again. Is your lead jammer. Gallifrey working hard on Thunder Dame. Thunder Dame through. 3-2 pack advantage. Here comes Much. Through for 4. The run in this.
They sure are.
Trusting the defense. Great work by Gallifrey, slowing down Dame.
Both blowing through here, points up on the board.
Penalty box is empty now, 5-on-5. I like this aggressive call by the Betties to just run this jam.
I would say it's fair to say that the Betties are definitely more focused on offense right now this game. And yeah, there goes Lauren Much through for 4. Tying up Dame in that pack. On the inside, manages to squeak by Ripley.
Dame is through, Much resetting. And that is
Brute
a track cut on Lauren Much.
Yeah.
Brilliant play by Brute, got the force out, ducked back, and Much did not see Brute.
That's the second jammer penalty of the game for the Betties. Low jammer penalties. I hope I don't jinx it. Simonis now reporting to the penalty box for the Betties as Lauren Much stands.
12-12 on this jam now. No lead jammer. It will go the full 2 minutes now.
Well, here comes Lauren Much back in it. So fast, like a pinball. Lauren Much through for 4 more.
Dame looking for some offense. Dame is just gassed.
Yeah, I'm good. You guys skate backwards all you want. 16 for the Betties. 14 for the High Rollers.
Wow.
Crazy jam.
That was bonkers.
I can tell you, like in the first half, one of the secrets for the High Rollers was their performance against Much in the first half. Much skated in 8 jams and was held scoreless in 5 of those. And then, of course, Much came back and scored 27 points, 30 points overall in that first half. Dame put up 19 in the first period and picked up 6 leads out of 8 jams.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty phenomenal. It's a team timeout here for the High Rollers, wrapping up. Thank you very much to Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery, John's Landing's favorite eatery and saloon. They make a good drink. They make a tasty appetizer. We have all our announcer meetings there, in fact.
It's the secret to why our announcers are so good.
It's true. Has nothing to do with being the biggest and #1 league in the world.
Right.
Yes.
All right, we have Spring Roll, I believe jamming for
First
the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Up against Polly. 4-2 pack advantage right now for the High Rollers.
Lethal, laser focused there on Polly.
Polly muscling past Gallifrey. You don't see that very often. And
That's a fast lap.
Spring Roll has pulled the star.
Ooh.
Possibly looking for Simonis.
What just happened? How did you get past Gal?
Magic.
Well done, Polly. Want a cracker?
Polly coming in. Oh, Brute playing some offense. Gal with the force out and long recycle. Spring Roll. Pushed out by Nisbet
That's
Smith.
a green tornado right on Spring Roll.
Polly on a
secret.
second.
That was a secret star pass to Junie.
Yeah, and there's the call off from Polly. 8 points. 85-68 is your total right now.
Still really close.
Very, very close.
Thank you again to Jam on Hawthorne. They sponsor our Jammer line. Portland's best vegan-friendly, booze-friendly, kid-friendly, omnivore-friendly, everybody-friendly breakfast.
All right, we have Lauren Much and Trinity as your jammers.
Much
Trinity
again.
Starts outside but cuts inside. Oh, here comes Much. And Trinity's like, yeah. Much was winning that foot race.
Interesting. I wonder why they skated Much again so quickly. That'll be 0-0 jam.
I think they're trying to break that Much Thunder Dame matchup.
I see Ebenezer Brews in the box for the first time for the High Rollers, so we'll start out with a 4-3 pack advantage for the Betties.
And we've got Polly back on the track up against Danger Potato. Polly gets a shoulder from Gallifrey and just ignores it. Toxic Haste.
Uh-oh, one more. Okay.
Oof.
Diana hit ya. Really, Diana make contact there.
Oh, but Danger Potato is out. This is now a power jam for Polly.
Oh, Danger Potato. Sitting in that box. That's going to be, what is that, a direction of play penalty? No.
Oh, Polly looking for a lane. Ripley with the force out. I'm shocked that High Rollers have not called this. Danger Potato back in. Oh, Fleur de Lethal.
Clean.
Great offense by Fleur de Lethal.
Scoring pass here will get that one called off. And what is the result of that? 4 of them. 4 good ones.
4-0.
Wow, we had that big first jam to start us off in the second period, and now we're just trading off scoreless jams again, just like in the first period. 68-89, High Rollers lead, 24 minutes remaining in this game.
And we got Lauren Much up against Crimson Wave, I believe. Oh, Nisbet Smith buries Much on the outside, but Much with the acceleration flows to the inside, grabs lead jammer. Bertha beat down in company, working against Crimson Wave.
A lot of great recycling there on Crimson as they stretch out the pack. One more to beat.
Very long pack. Oh.
Bertha beat down, successful at the top. And we're going to lose Junie to the penalty box. It's a direction of gameplay penalty. That pack gets split up. High rollers bring it back in there, led by Alicia Nesbitt-Smith.
And
A legend, an absolute legend, and a kind person.
They very much on the outside. Brute up to play some offense. I'm not sure why Crimson Wave has not pulled that star at this point. I mean,
I'm super impressed by Swagatha's defense tonight for the high rollers, number 37.
Yeah. Simona's out of the box.
Wow. Inside.
And Brute with the force out, the long recycle.
Great communication there amongst teammates. Alicia stepped out, Brute skates back, and they hold him off. That's to only 4 points there for Much. And they pull to 72 points, 89 for the high rollers after 5 jams in this second period. Thank you again to Wild CBD. It's like surfing the clouds on a surfboard made of pure energy, man. I added the man.
Yeah. Hey, man. Oh, we got Stomps and Trinity. Trinity up at the front. One to beat, but that one was Gallifrey. Forearm on Stomps. Power jam for Trinity.
Wow, that is 3 jammer penalties so far in 6 jams in the second period for the Betties.
Oof, that is not good for them, but they're still hanging on. Oh, Gallifrey putting on a clinic.
Nice work there by Trinity, being very careful to not pick up a penalty of her own.
Oh, that's going to be a back block.
Okay.
So we will have no lead jammer.
That's going to go full 2 minutes. Everybody's excited. And, of course, Trinity will serve the same amount of time that Stomps just served.
Stomps was standing, so that's going to be a fairly long wait for Trinity. Brute looking to extend this.
Betty's doing a great job sticking together, opening up that inside line, but
Toxic haste.
All right, it is 8:08 p.m. Saturday, April 9th, and Toxic Haste officially crushing it.
Yes. But great work there by Gallifrey. Toxic Haste got the force out. Gallifrey pushes Toxic Haste out and then tells the jammer, go.
Brute and Ripley going at it, trying to offense and defense against each other at the same time. And a spin to the inside will
Trinity
earn a
through.
lead. Nope, not lead.
There is no lead.
Oh, that's right. All right.
And 4 points in the air for Stomps. Trinity gets in. Does Trinity get points? Oof. And we've got a team timeout being called by the Betties.
Interesting, because high rollers have it 2 down in the penalty box there. That's going to be Brute and Haste. Definitely 2 of their top most experienced blockers.
All right, so 1 point picked up by the high rollers. 4 for the Betties on that jam.
Interesting.
Have you checked out RCR merch? We've got all the swag from all the home teams and super fun new items, plus vintage merch online.
And a big thank you to Trailhead Credit Union. You get financial guidance for whatever trail you choose.
And while we've got a few seconds as the teams return to the track, we'd like to thank Shebop at Portland Vital Signs.
I know that we're all here to see these roller derby skaters, but can we give another huge round of applause
Okay.
down there for keeping everybody safe?
49.
4-2 pack advantage for the Betties right now. Polly and Much are your jammers.
Is that Swagatha and Alicia blocking?
No, that's Diana.
Diana Hitcha. Okay.
Diana Hitcha.
Lead going to be going there to the.
Oh, no,
Nope.
that is not
She's
a lead. That is
kidding.
a forearm.
Wow. It's a second forearm jammer penalty in a row. The fourth jammer penalty for the Betties out of 7 jams in this second half.
Not what the Betties wanted with that 4-2 start. Another force out and recycle. Holly looking for a lane. Takes the pick from Alicia Nisbet-Smith. Much back on the track.
Polly is 3 for 3 in lead jams in the second half.
Much is out. Polly forced out and recycled. And Polly with the call off. Nicely done.
Feeling a little different energy this half.
3 points for Polly. 76-93 is your score right now. Still the high rollers who have got the lead from Jam 1 and have not relinquished it. Although the Betties have been close a lot. We got Spring Roll again up against Trinity. Trinity looks for the inside lane and Ripley does not believe it.
Finally, here we go. Lead jammer going to Spring Roll.
Spring Roll forced out by Nisbet Smith. There we go. Oh, nice pick by Gallifrey.
Gets a chip there from Grim Carey. Slows the momentum a bit, still chasing Trinity.
Trinity in. Both jammers on scoring passes now. Spring Roll comes in hot with a wanton display of power.
The higher rollers are going to have their blocker released now.
Spring Roll through.
All right, we'll double
8-4 is your total here. 80.
Sorry about that. Be sure to join us in a couple weeks here, April 23rd. We're very excited to present the Heartless Heathers versus the Guns and Rollers. Doors at 7:15. Bout at 8 p.m. You can get tickets to watch live here at the Hangar at Oaks Amusement Park. And we'll also be streaming live online.
Woohoo! That should be a good time. Under 17 minutes left. We have Danger Potato and Crimson Wave. Crimson Wave is through, grabs lead jammer. We have not seen Thunder Dame in a while now.
No, Dame skated in the first jam of this half, and we have not seen her back.
No, she was pretty gassed at the end of that.
Thought she was a robot.
There's the call off. Danger Potato was trying to sneak in to grab a point, but just that was a perfectly timed call off.
And I want to say thank you again to Two Towns Cider. Damn fine cider made right here in the Pacific Northwest. Grab a bright cider soon. Do it. Enjoy it responsibly.
Responsibly, yes.
Responsibly.
And Polly digging in against Gallifrey.
Ooh.
And Polly is gone. Candy Flipper got some offensive help from Ripley, then from
Yeah.
Gal.
Candy's now picked up a forearm penalty. And we're going to lose the Betties jammer to our wild CBD penalty box. And
that is a cut on Polly.
oh, no way.
Nope, they're calling Polly back.
Okay.
All right, not a cut on Polly, but still going to be a long recycle here.
Wow, that's 5 jammer penalties for the Betties in the second half out of 10 jams. It's contagious.
Yes, it is. Civil disobedience with the force out and recycle. Polly working on Fleur. Oh, and
Whoa.
Candy Flipper
low
back.
Block? No? Okay.
Nisbet Smith, Minstrel Psycho and company, working on Candy Flipper at the front of that pack.
Oh, wow, look at
Polly.
that explosion.
And we got a star pass.
It's a gal. Okay. That was cool.
And that was great timing there. High Rollers running a few extra seconds off that clock.
Yeah, nice work there by Alicia Nesbitt Smith and, of course, Minstrel Psycho. Always great to see her out on the track. So, wow. Okay, that is the 5th jammer penalty for the Betties this half. 1 so far for the High Rollers. Their score now 84 to 105 as the High Rollers begin to pull away, but anything could happen.
Yes. I seem to recall the last time the High Rollers opened up a big lead. Lauren Much dropped 27.
You are correct.
Oh, Much spinning. Trinity back in the pack, has the star off. Looking for Brute. There's the pass to Brute. And Brute not able to get back in to get a point. 4 points in the air for Lauren Much and the Betties.
Inching back.
3-3 in the pack right now. No one has more than 4 penalties at this point.
4 is enough. Of course, at 7, you get ejected.
This is Stomps and Crimson Wave. Crimson Wave up against Gallifrey. Gallifrey has been out there a lot, which, you know, I mean,
Yeah. Ripley doing a number there on Alicia Nesbitt Smith. Alicia holds down the inside, and because Ripley knocked Alicia out,
and
not
that's a
enough.
cut on Stomps.
Wow. Make that the 6th jammer penalty for the Betties in 12 jams.
Wow, that is, I mean, that's kind of a big stat there.
2 of those are on Much. That's crazy.
I know.
Much is a very clean skater. Lead still up for grabs for the High Rollers, Puns?
I believe so. Crimson may have been starting to pull the star at one point, but did not, I think. I'm not entirely sure.
Let's find out. Okay,
Gallifrey working on Diana Hitcha to open up any sort of hole for Stomps.
Ooh, inside, Ebenezer Bruise knocks.
And
Yeah, that's a
Ebenezer
cut.
Bruce,
Oh,
no,
forearm.
Or cut?
For Stomps, again, that's a second one.
So Crimson Wave is through, not lead jam. Crimson Wave must have pulled that star.
That was a second cut. Puns?
Yes, that was
On the board it is.
on the board. It's a cut. All right, yeah.
All right, Stomp's already standing again in the box. I believe they will be released before the end of the jam. Or at the
Gonna
same
be
time?
Close.
Yep.
Oh,
Wow. Holding it down to a 3-point jam.
on a 2-minute jam.
On a 2-minute jam with 2 jammer penalties. The
Wow.
defense of the Betties is what's up.
And Thunder Dame back on the track for the first time since Jam 1 of this half, up against Spring Roll. 5-5.
It looks naughty to have 2 X's next to Stomp's name. Cut tracks. All right, lead jammer here now going to Dame.
And Spring Roll looking for the outside, now dragged inside. Dame back in, up against Darth Molly, Raven Evergore, and Simonis at the back of that pack. Oh, Diana hits you with the offense.
Raven holding down the inside lane with all 4 of the Betties playing defense now on Dame.
Dame one to beat.
Oh, gets by.
Tiptoes over the legs of Raven Evergore.
Those long legs of Raven Evergore.
And spring roll pulling the star. Dame forced back. And we have a star pass to Simonis. Jammer of record now for the Betties.
That's the second successful star pass to Junie in the second half.
And there's the call off from Dame.
6 for Dame that jam. Betties scoreless in the last 2 as the High Rollers pull ahead 88 to 114. We have 9 minutes left in this game.
Dame still looking a little bit winded there at the end of that.
When I think about a skater being exhausted, I just picture you in a skater uniform jamming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would have been done.
They're superheroes.
Like 15 seconds into my first jam. I'm just reporting what I see.
That's right.
I'm not in any
like I
way.
see it.
I'm not in any way criticizing because I am well aware.
Much mayhem picking up yet another lead jam status.
Polly looking for a lane, getting bounced off Fleur to Lethal. Oh, much. Oh, much.
Toxic Haste didn't quite get it 100%. They got it 99%.
That is just not enough. And there's the call off from Much.
0-0 that last pass. 4 points there for Much mayhem.
114 to 92 is your score. 22 points separating these teams with under 8 minutes.
We have one skater with 5 penalties. That looks like Swagatha of the High Rollers has 5. 5's okay. 7, you're out.
At this point,
Hey, they're worth it.
Yeah.
I was a bad.
Wow.
I had a mean streak as a blocker. I always think they're worth it. Danger Potato here, picking up lead.
Yes, and Trinity about a third of a lap behind. Danger Potato coming in, making hard contact. There's the call off, grab 2.
All right, now it is the Betties' turn to hold the High Rollers scoreless for a couple jams here. 20-point game.
And we've got Spring Roll up against Crimson Wave.
It was jam 16 of the first period when the Betties closed a 30-point gap. So let's see what happens.
Crimson Wave looks for the outside. Gallifrey says no. Spring Roll exploding through the inside lane. Oh, nice work by Ebenezer Bruce. Oh, Bruce created the lane that's freed Crimson Wave, then goes to offense and shuts down Spring Roll.
Oh, nice work by Gal, but manages to step back in and jump right back in front. Spring Roll's got a couple points in the bag.
Both jammers with a couple points in the bag. This is working in the High Rollers' favor at this point.
Well, Crimson's through, but wants to make sure that she has those points. They do not, so High Rollers are going to come out on top in that jam, 2-4.
And more importantly, that was about 20 more seconds that the Betties did not need to see tick off that clock.
Thank you to WSL Leadership Coaching, helping you be more awesome in your work, sport, and life. WSL Leadership Coaching.
All right, we have Danger Potato and Polly. Polly looks for the edge, finds it. Danger Potato still mashed up in that pack. Polly gets worked out by Simonis.
Simonis careful also to not step back in. And that's Raven pulling them all back together. Oh, fast twitch step to the inside, but Raven Evergore is there. She's everywhere.
Toxic Haste forced out and recycling Danger Potato. High block on Diana Hitcha. 4-3 pack advantage right now. And there's the call, a 4-2 pack advantage.
2 points there for the High Rollers as they retain their lead
And
by
here
24.
comes Lauren Much. 4-2 pack advantage to start this. I mean,
Much has gotten lead the last 2 jams she's been out.
going up against Trinity. Oh, beautiful clock management by the High Rollers. Waited just to the last second and timeout.
They're in a comfortable spot, but not too comfortable.
Yes, but if you're gonna, drain as much clock as you can, prevent the Betties from having the opportunity to come back by milking the clock.
Well, the good news is that the Betties have had jammers playing in the last 6 jams, so that's nice.
Yes.
We may see them bring it ever so closely back to the High Rollers score.
It is very hard to catch up when your jammer is in the penalty box.
It is. It tends to be hard to score points. And I will remind you in the season opener last month that the High Rollers trailed the Heartless Heathers 155 to 121, and that the Break Neck Betties trailed the Guns N' Rollers 159 to 252. They're both super hungry.
Yes. And we'd like to quickly thank Dye My Darling Hair Salon and Sisu Mouth Guards. And Lauren Much looks for the outside lane. Toxic Haste denies it. Oh, Nisbet Smith.
Nope. Junie trying to take care of Nesbitt Smith. Toxic Haste, keep making contact there with Nesbitt Smith.
Oh, great work. They have to let Much go. Trinity pulls the star. Looking for Brute. Maybe. Nope.
Ouch.
Oh, Simonis buries
Simonis'
Trinity.
hips made such beautiful contact there with Trinity.
Ripley with a force out. Track cut on Trinity.
Wow. Big time opportunity here. Lauren Much is the jammer you want with the experience you need. 8 points so far for Lauren Much. They now trail only by 16 with just over 3 minutes left.
Oh, Toxic Haste.
Was Toxic Haste in play?
Back of the pack. Forces Much out.
Oh, man.
Long recycle.
Every second that Haste is wasting is a bonus.
Yes. Haste making waste.
Puns. Lauren Much
You just-
calling that one off.
You teed that one up for me.
All right, we're going to close out Jam 18. 12 points there for Lauren Much. We now have a 12-point game with less than 3 minutes remaining.
And the Betties have 2 opportunities to stop the clock. 2 opportunities to stop that clock.
Power jam start here
For
the
spring
Betties.
roll.
Yes.
4-3 pack advantage, though, for the High Rollers.
What's going to happen?
Oh,
right.
Great work by Ripley and Gallifrey. Spring roll is through. Trinity is out.
Gallifrey, Minstrel Psycho kind of going at it at the front of the pack. Interesting no call on the back contact there. Trinity made some contact with the back of Gallifrey, in my humble opinion, but no call, so it doesn't matter. And we lose Ripley to the penalty box. And we lose Minstrel Psycho to the penalty box, each team down a blocker apiece.
And there's the call off by Spring Roll, but Spring Roll did not put that, did not make that emphatic enough.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. We got deuces this jam.
2-2. And Betties are content to run the clock.
Each down a blocker apiece. Here we go. A timeout now being called.
By somebody?
By somebody.
By the somebody. Yes, the somebody called a timeout. Well, while we wait to figure out who called that timeout, we'd like to thank Porcano Taqueria, 187 Killer Pads, PDX Pipeline, S1 Helmets, and the Portland Mercury. Thank you all for being sponsors. We love you all.
Well said. And now we're going to use an official review.
Okay.
A couple jams ago, Lauren Much scored 12 points, and that was the most points scored in one jam in the second period. And this will be an official review. We have a hugely talented pool of officials and on-skate referees here at Rose City Rollers that we are very fortunate to have.
All right, so the High Rollers are calling this official review.
Okay, let's see what are they going to say a thing? Do it.
That rings a bell, yeah.
The Break Neck Betties are looking for the high block penalty on red 426 to be rescinded.
Betty's looking.
They're asking to rescind a penalty.
Interesting. Okay, so the scoreboard is saying
That's
that
for
it's
Ripley.
the
For a blocker. They're
yeah.
just wasting time.
yeah, must be. I mean,
I mean, Ripley obviously extremely valuable blocker on the track. This is the 5th penalty for Ripley, but generally you're not gonna burn an official review on a blocker. But you might do it when it's a really close game and you only have one more timeout.
yes. And this is because the officials have to talk about it. This drags this out. Instead of being a 1-minute timeout, this could be a 3-minute timeout, which might be enough time to get Lauren Much rested up for one more run.
Or Dame. Get a pair of fresh legs of Dame and High Rollers to run away with it. Again, I'd like to thank Jam on Hawthorne. They sponsor our wonderful Jammer line, Portland's best brunch in town. Check them out. They are on Hawthorne, dangerously close to where I work.
That sounds like the good kind of danger.
Yeah.
The kind of danger that you don't try too hard to resist.
After further review, we confirmed the high block on the Betties blocker. The call will stand. Betties will not retain their official review for the second half.
That checks out.
All right. But that is a 3-minute and 30-second timeout. So,
Seems okay.
yeah, I think that worked out well for the Betties.
All right, so 111 to 122, a minute 34 on the clock. What's happening down there, Puns?
We got Danger Potato, and I believe that is Polly behind that Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Yes, that is Polly. Both these jammers have had some success, but I don't think either one of them has hit double digits. And right now, the Betties need double digits. Polly up at the front, up against Raven Evergore. Bertha beatdown. Polly lead jammer.
Barely.
Danger Potato hot on Polly's heels.
Important lead.
Polly can run this out. Danger Potato cross the apex up to the front of the pack.
4 points for Danger Potato.
And Polly being forced out. Is Polly going to call it or run it?
A lot of blockers exchanging their
Polly
time
through.
for the box. 2 down now for the Betties.
Minstrel, Psycho, Toxic Haze taking their shots on
Now
Danger Potato.
Now they're just trading off points.
Yep.
And the High Rollers need to call that off
there we go.
ASAP. Oh,
We are at 37 seconds on the period clock. If they keep trading like this,
this should be okay for the High Rollers.
Gets
There it is.
low.
Yep. Wow.
Just dropped under the hips of Raven Evergore. And Danger Potato is stuck. 18 seconds left. So long as Polly does not get a penalty, this is over.
so long as Crimson.
No, it says Crimson on the
but it
board,
is
but that
Polly,
is
you're
Polly. Polly through 2-1.
Okay,
And
0.
there's the call off.
Wow.
Woo. Polly with the dagger right at the end.
Could have gone either way. 12 points in that last jam for Danger Potato. 16 for Polly. Wow. So we have an unofficial final score. The High Rollers look to defeat the Betties 138 to 123. Wow.
Okay, who do we have for MVP Jammer?
Crimson.
Crimson! And who do we have for MVP Blocker?
Bruise.
Bruise! Heading back over to the High Rollers. Who do we have for MVP Jammer?
Tater.
Danger Potato! And who do we have for MVP Blocker?
Gallifrey.
Gallifrey!